First, a producer and filmmaker found the meaning of life while working on a docufilm that captured the voices of survivors of the 2017 hurricanes. Our Francis Felix brings us his story.
It's been 5 years since the hurricanes, and a lot of memories are coming back. A documentary filmmaker found the meaning of his life, showing the resiliency of the islanders.
Because in our islands, good morning means so much more than a text.
5 years ago, life changed for the Virgin Islanders when Hurricane Irma Maria hit in 2017. Filmmaker Peter Bailey created a documentary series based on his own personal experience having survived both hurricanes. Paradise discovered the Unbreakable Virgin Islanders film shared the story of survivors, their fate and resiliency to overcome what is called the storm of the century, an experience he pointed out felt like the end of the world.
The apocalypse. You live in the world and you think everything is secure and everything is under control. And then it hits you that you're like this little dot in this great wild universe, and something called Mother Nature runs everything. It's like our road. I think it's like hell opens its doors. And I just remember why. Why is this happening? Where is this coming from? And it just gave me a greater appreciation for life and God's earth. And it made me realize that there's something else out here that we need to focus on.
But why he decided to create this series of films?
I created that film because I wanted forever for generations of kids in this region to understand we're more than a postcard. We're more than somebody's good time. We're more than somebody's backdrop to a vacation. And I wanted to make sure that we were immortalized and that the story was told in our voice, because for too often people descend in our home and create a story and own a story for them.
For the filmmaker, this film led him to find his purpose in life.
Sometimes you're forced. Sometimes things happen and you realize it's bigger than you. You're not the factor. And in that moment, as a journalist, I've been trained to always be an observer, right? Journalists are never supposed to put themselves in the middle of the story. And it was a very awkward experience because for the first time I knew if I was the story. And that told me this is what I'm supposed to be doing, because the universe already broke laws. I mean, these storms did things that were inconceivable. So that kind of told me, hey, Peter, this is a moment in your existence that is greater than you. You have to be unbreakable to create beauty in a space where people think it's just beaches. So when I think unbreakable, what I try to do, look, man, after those storms, I found something else here. It was like the ancestors, that magic that people are drawn to. I started to appreciate it. I started to appreciate all of this and what makes it unbreakable.
In the documentary, community leaders are part of the narrative.
You're going to see a group of people that held each other together and are trying to move forward to build bigger and stronger. You're going to see the unbreakable people. You're going to see the world's most resilient people.
An important question to be answered for the filmmaker after surviving, if it is possible to rebuild from this.
When I came back to see the leaves on the trees again, it was magical. So Mother Nature told me, we'll be back. We'll be back.
So right now, Peter is working on another documentary series called Unbreakable Virgin Islanders 2.0 that promised to take this story even further. Reporting from Isla Verde, Puerto Rico, Francis Felix.
And we know that he was in Puerto Rico celebrating a birthday, so certainly happy birthday to him.